Today is January 7th, and the Yankees have traded Stroman and Peraza for Luis Arraez. Let's talk Yanks. Gaia lied. That was a lie in the intro. Someone got excited or confused.
Stat lines, steam and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old Jomboy. Jomboy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old Jomboy. Jomboy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. BBD's here. Brought to you by SeatGeek. Great jacket, Jake. You need to wear that more. I remember you went through a stretch of wearing that. It's like a bomber jacket. That looked great on you, that jacket.
Thank you.
How are you?
James, Davis, everyone tuning in. If you're having audio issues with the whole Arraez Stroman thing at the start, that's just maybe go check. I would reach out to Apple Podcasts, give us like a 5-star review, and then I'd be like, hey, I heard this weird rumor at the start of it. And then you'd hear Jimmy's voice go kind of wiggly there. So yeah, it's just a tech day, new year, Jan 7th. I'm doing well. Yeah, I saw my hair do it in the back. I sent BBD a pic. I've kind of got the son grown up from Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Uncle Eddie's son. Cousin Eddie. So, yeah, a little gross for the new year for me.
You like the Saturday Night Live movie?
It's kind of Saturday Night Live movie.
Did you like it?
I don't know if I saw it.
Oh.
Saturday Night Live movie?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Saturday Night Live.
Is it a documentary?
It's a movie. It's about the first day of Saturday Night Live, the 8 hours before they very first went live.
Nice.
Oh.
First I've heard.
I'm interested. First I've heard.
Oh, yeah. You guys got to check the movie
You got a
page
lot
out.
of info today. You got a lot of info today. I'm excited to get more out of it.
Wait, this is a popular new movie.
Well,
I know.
now we don't know.
It's called Saturday Night or some shit.
Okay.
I watched it. I liked it.
Good.
I'm good. I am kind of in a cage of craziness about this Yankees team. And the more we stand still, the more my thoughts on the team just keep ping-ponging in my head. Like angel, devil. I'm going both ways. I'm blowing in the breeze. Whatever I read, I agree with, or I disagree with. You know what I mean? Depending on, do I think the offense is good or do I not? I do think they're good. Like, let me get that straight. Someone asked me, like, do I think they're the best team in the AL? And I was like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Like, are we putting a lot of stock into Jazz and Wells?
Right.
Yes. Like, and Martian almost. Yes. Luis Arraez. Someone asked me the other day. Someone asked him on the comments of last episode, would the Yanks be interested in him? And I said, I don't think so, because he's bad at defense, bad at running, and is a one-tool hitter. That's what Gleyber was last year. Right. Now, he's the best one-tool hit-only player in the league, so he's much better. And Gleyber is supposed to have pop. He didn't last year. He's worse at defense than Gleyber. So I was like, I don't think so. And then yesterday we get rumors that they're interested. And then my brain started thinking, well, the leadoff. So we're going to open up with Arraez, and then we're going to talk about a bunch of other infield options. But where are you at with Luis Arraez?
It has put Yankee fans in a nice little spin cycle because, okay, we've enjoyed the offseason. We've gotten some really good pieces. Belly, Fried, Tim Hill will resign. We just need to see it happen. It's just weird that Yankee fans know what it is, Jim. Yankee fans kind of dug their heels in and are like, well, guess what? Soto's gone. We're playing defense, and we're going to hit, and we're going to run, and we're going to play good baseball again. Like, yeah, Soto's awesome. And then everyone's like, well, if we get Arraez,
dude.
So honestly, now the whole infield is in question again.
Yes. So when I did the quote last saying I really like the offseason, I should have elaborated more in the like snippet of sentences. I just like that they're prioritizing guys that play positions,
Right.
balance, like all the whether I think the offense is going to pop or not. But I just like the signings because they have specific. This guy's going to do this for us.
Well, that's the thing. It makes even like because we have a lot of Yankee fans at the office. The whole office is now in a spin cycle. I was doing it last night that it was like, okay, well, if you were going the Arraez route, which again can be very good. He's won 3 straight batting titles. Like, I think that's where the conversation starts to get a little convoluted, where it's like, Luis Arraez is a good baseball player, and we still need good baseball players. But then it almost makes it makes the Goldschmidt signing like not as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay, if we were going to get Arraez, well, should he have been first base? Or, okay, if we were getting Arraez, should we have more of a stable first baseman? Because, again, the 6-hole, 7-hole Goldie, like, we're all in on. But, yeah, moving Jazz back to third, it feels like we've got now an infield that's in flux. It would be a good team. We need more good players. It just feels like Yankee fans and the front office has done this whole spiel. Like, you know, remember Brian Cashman saying, like, our second base defense was bad last year? It's like, well, there was one cat.
There's one guy there.
There was one fella.
They just really chose to pick on Glaber.
Yeah. That, I don't know. It almost feels like if you're doing Arraez. So, where Yankee fans are currently in a trouble. The parabola of Yankee fans.
Let's break down Arraez a little more for people that might not like.
I went to school.
You went to school.
The parabola of Yankee fans.
I went to 13 schools.
The offense is good, but we don't fully trust a leadoff hitter or a 3-hole hitter.
Judge has nothing in front and behind that we know of.
Which that's been a problem in recent years.
Stan can be behind him. You have options that can develop to go behind him.
Sure.
But you don't really have right now because you want to get a lefty probably. So you're looking then at Wellesley again at the cleanup. He did that. They had Verdugo cleaning up. Well, yeah, but
everything was pushed back last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with a historically good hitter. So
Belly right now would be after Judge.
Yes, and I don't want that to be shots fired at Belly at all. It's just, you know, Belly's last 2 seasons, like if Belly gives us his 23 season as a 3-hole hitter, that would be great. If Belly gives us last year as a 3-hole hitter, that's going to leave something a little lackluster, especially the pressure that would be on him because Judge is probably going to get walked more this year. And is anyone getting on base before Judge? So, okay, so we like the talent. The defense has gotten better. We're a little more athletic, but we still have some serious questions at the top of the lineup. And then, okay, if we're going to answer the question at the top of the lineup, now we're bringing in a bunch of defensive questions again. But the Yankees did go to the World Series last year. So it really is some mental gymnastics. And I went to school.
Okay.
Same degree. Same school.
Yeah, we know the same degree.
Different degree. Ken Paserno has the same degree as me.
KP. So, Luis Arraez. Let's break him down and why he's such a fun conversation, because I posted my reaction, like kind of like, okay, I guess I could talk myself in. The responses I got went every way.
Right.
Like, no way.
Right.
And then other people were like, are you fucking dumb? Like, people were really mad at me
for perfect internet fodder.
For people thinking it was bad or people thinking it was good. I actually had some really weird response from, I think, someone that like knows Luis Arraez in a burner. I was like on my couch, like, I think I might dig into this.
Luis Arraez also replied too.
Did he?
Yeah, he gave a smiley face and then an upside down smiley face.
He commented on the Instagram post of that video.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, boy. And why don't you guys go to SeatGeek? It's a new year, and to celebrate another year of our amazing partnership with SeatGeek, we have a new code for you guys. It's Yanks 2025. Okay, what team do I like? Yanks. What year is it? 2025. And that's why you're going to save 2,025%. No, it's a joke, SeatGeek. You're going to save 10%. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. 70,000 events, concerts, sports, festivals, and more. You get your tickets to NFL playoffs, baseball games, NBA, NHL, whatever you're looking for, they have it. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you're either getting a good deal, that would give you a green dot, or the numeric 10. Or a red dot. Bad. And, again, for you guys, this year, Yanks 2025, 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. 10% off any tickets with promo code Yanks 2025.
Okay.
How are you doing over there?
I don't like that Arraez. I just want players out of
I know. I kind of had
the
the same
out of the
exact
world.
reaction.
Like I just got to get over it. That's why Mad Dog Russo is so impressive. At a point, you just stop caring and you just say, "Oh, whatever. This is my job. I got to say what I actually believe and not care about your feelings." But it always is just like a gut punch. Like, was I mean to him? I don't know.
I'm saying one of the best athletes in the world who's making millions of dollars, and I'm like, this guy can't play any defense.
Yeah, like it's like I understand that I'm the dummy. This was the tweet. So this is what I thought, like his agent was a burner. He said, "Why do you feel the need to post this shit on X when you have a platform everyone sees?" Which I don't.
That's the whole point, Pa.
But
What's
our platform, X? Stop talking negative about players. Luis Arraez is exactly what the Yanks need, and your analysis is peak ignorance. I was like, and it's like a fake account. I don't know. It's Goldie. That's a picture. I was like, is this Arraez's like agent or something? I didn't even think I was that mean to him.
Right.
It was pretty honest. He's like good offense. It's a great offensive fit. So that's what I want to break down. The people that are pro Arraez trading for him. And again, the Padres have to do it, and there's all money involved. But he would be a leadoff hitter.
Yes.
Like that.
A fantastic leadoff.
Yeah. Lefty in front of Judge. Great on in 2023, he had a 400 on base percentage as a leadoff hitter. And last year, I think it was a little lower, but I think career, it's like 370 on base as a leadoff hitter. Hit tool, going to get on base. You don't need to steal in front of Judge anyway, so that's fine that he doesn't have, he's not a threat to run. That's like such a need that it almost, okay, we can work with that then.
And that is an answer, by the way.
What's that?
Okay, we can work with that then.
Yeah, it's true. We can.
Yes.
He's won a batting title, third straight year. He gets traded a lot because he's a one-tool player, and the one tool is hit, which is
best tool to have.
It is the best tool to have, but you want to have another.
It's insane that he doesn't have another quantifiable skill, whether speed, defense, power, or whatever. It's interesting that sometimes he turns on balls and he hits them good, that you wonder if a short porch offering again. And I think what's very interesting is Luis Arraez. You mentioned he's been traded now. Coming up on a couple, maybe another time. Teams don't know how to value him because of this.
Yeah.
So the fact he's getting paid $14 million for 1 year.
Didn't he lose his arbitration case after winning the batting title?
I know he at least got
check
taken
that.
to arbitration after.
Technically he was a one WAR player last year, which for the $14 million he's going to make, if he does that again, there's a lot of teams that their formula is like, that is not worthwhile.
He won his case.
Nope.
And then lost the second one.
And then he lost the second one. But the 2 years previous to that, he was a 4 WAR and a 5 WAR player. So if he can hit enough, and that does vary, like his past 2 years are kind of very different while looking a little similar, like winning the batting title. And then it's being able to survive defensively, which you wonder in today's baseball, how much can that be limited by shifts and ability and how you pitch to hitters, which is something we've kind of been critical of the Yankees sometimes on this show. That, yes, it would be exciting if Luis Arraez is a Yankee. It's just...
He's very funny. He's a good personality.
Yeah, he's got an interest.
Didn't he do the interview by himself? And when Kelsey interviewed him, she said he was hilarious.
He's an interesting, beautiful man. Like there's a lot of cheeks, and it's an interesting beard situation.
I was going on personality, but you...
I think it all ties in.
Where's that video of his Instagram that you tagged me in? That's awesome. Maybe it's not a reel. Maybe it's just a post. Maybe it is a reel. I got to go there. It's from last offseason. Beebs, if I find it, I'll send you the link.
Interested.
Because it's him in the cage. Here it is, 2.2 million views. Is this it? Where he stares at the ball like loving, like a, yeah. This is worth everyone seeing. I'll slack it to you. Jake, you tagged me in this. That's how worth it. That's how much you knew it was worth my time.
I only do that if it's worth your time.
Yeah.
It's a valuable commodity.
It's almost like a gag hitting drill.
A spoof, a goof, or a gag?
It's almost like a spoof,
Okay.
but it's his real drill of keeping his eye on the ball.
Okay.
Am I ringing any?
I'm remembering this now.
Yeah, it's awesome. So those are all the good things.
Yes.
And then I sent Beebs another video which details some of the bad things.
Oh.
Because the defense is not there. You know what you do? If you're going to bank on Stan getting injured,
Right.
Goldie being old, look at this. So he just keeps mock swinging from different angles on different tees with different hands, with different items. And after every single one, he stares at where the point of contact was.
It's kind of like a magician doing tricks for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little David Blaine, like,
Yeah.
you know, you like that? You like that? These ones are good.
It's visually very fun to look at these.
It's like, keep your eye on the ball. It's awesome. I bet like someone who teaches how to hit with power is like, yo, turn your body.
Horrified, yes.
Use your body, but it's awesome.
Future
So
man in Arraez. Yes.
this is the defense. This is his plays from last year. Where like if you thought Glaber was bad at D and he did rank as the worst second baseman of all qualified, if Arraez qualified, he'd be up there. They are not like, it's not like he doesn't make the above average play. He doesn't make a lot of plays. It's bizarre.
Baseball finds you.
Because if you're a hit tool guy, you need to be a glove guy too. That's like how baseball's worked.
Yeah, and that's it. It's the wild part that there's just nothing. It hasn't, he hasn't been really stuck in a corner outfield spot. They've tried him at every infield spot.
Like DHing him is a bad use of DH because you want your DH to have pop. But if I don't know.
You need to put together the best baseball team, and that's where Arraez for me, I would be very excited. This is some hobnobbing Yankee stuff, but I do think when you're with the Yanks, like the cream rises to the top a little more. And I think Luis Arraez in front of Aaron Judge hitting leadoff for the New York Yankees, I think he'd have a great season. Like
perfect use of hobnobbing.
Thank
you.
To
let you know. Creative, but still correct.
Thank you.
To mix socially, especially with those of higher social status. I mean, just
every day for me.
Just like,
I am sewer trash that tries to pretend I belong around people. I love you, Mom.
I'm so happy that you just nailed that.
Luis Arraez with the Yankees would have a diesel offensive season. I have no doubt of that. I think he'd feed off the crowd, being in front of Judge, like he was in front of great hitters last year. And again, like this isn't high praise for a guy that's won 3 straight batting titles in different leagues. Like it's pretty crazy what he's done offensively. And if he gets, if 4 homers last year turns to 10 homers the year before that, like that kind of helps a little bit in like the grand scheme.
There is the situation that Yankee Stadium, and I think Petco after the renovations actually grades out the same, and that's why his numbers went down a little, is not good for lefty non-homer hitters. Yes. When they traded for Benintendi, there's big articles about that because right field is so small. There's less areas for a lefty to, especially doubles, like it's either home run or nothing for lefties at Yankee Stadium.
Your right fielder stands on the warning track.
Because your right fielder's so deep that I was reading a bunch of Reddit threads where they're pointing out the same thing, that Petco like renovated and now is a little bit more like Yankee Stadium, and for park factor for singles and doubles for lefties isn't great, which is why his numbers might have went down a little bit. Where Marlins is so vast,
right? Like
that's such a perfect park for him. Where it might not translate perfectly, he might not run into as many hits in the stadium as if he, compared to other fields. which is just historically the numbers say that.
Yeah, I mean he traditionally does go a little more oppo. So hey, maybe that I could spin that as a benefit for him, and he would have last year he would have had the most home runs in Yankee Stadium compared to any other ballpark. He would have had 9. So again, we're not talking about a massive leap here. But yeah, him and Judge at the top of the line, that would be one of the best 1-2 punches in very different formats. We'd probably have some like, I don't know, we'd have some weird baseball thing like Slappy and Poppy. I think we'd do better.
Sloppy and Poppy.
For Arraez and Judge. I think we could do better. Comment your nickname, because normally it's like Thunder and Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not Lightning. Not really Thunder. That'd be Judge. So I don't know. We'll have time to come up with the nicknames.
Also, I'm gonna make. I need your help. I'm working on a trade here.
Okay.
People are like, well, why would the Padres do this? Does the money make sense?
Right.
I'm cooking something up. Let's throw it to a quick.
Not a phrase you say a lot.
Yeah, let's throw it to a quick break. We'll come back with this trade. I need your help on it.
Cooking some up.
Yeah. Be back.
It's a new year, and we're all about setting goals and actually hitting them this year. And that's why I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, Huel, spelled Huel, the global complete nutrition brand trusted by millions. Huel is a perfectly balanced meal designed by experts to provide all the nutrients your body needs from a meal. Huel takes the guesswork out of healthy eating. They're convenient and taste so good. Huel shakes actually taste like a milkshake, and they come in chocolate or vanilla. I like the black edition, ready to drink, because it's got 35 grams of protein plus 27 vitamins and minerals, all in one handy bottle. So join the community of Hueligans with this exclusive offer for new customers, 15% off plus a free gift with code YANKS at Huel.com. 15% plus a free gift for new customers with the code YANKS at Huel.com. Start your year off strong. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters.
Okay. I'm trying to cook up a trade here. I need Jake's help because I don't think it makes sense logically what I'm trying to do. The issue is the Padres are trying to trade Luis Arraez because he makes $14 million. And they're trying to get rid of that money. Right. The Yankees need to trade Stroman because he's making $18 million and need to get rid of that money. So it doesn't really make sense. Neither of these, the Yanks aren't looking to just take on $14 million. They'd have to also move Stroman. I'm trying to make it all happen in one fell swoop. This is what I've cooked up, Jake, that I don't know if it maps out.
Sure.
The Yankees get Arraez, okay?
Right. Talked about that.
The Padres get Stroman, right?
Okay.
Because they need innings.
They could use some innings. Right now, the back of the Padres rotation, I believe, is listed as Brito and Vasquez. So.
Okay. You have to have a third team that is going to the Yanks. They're gonna stay with $5 million of money, I guess, of Stroman.
Yeah.
And the Padres are going to eat $4 million of Arraez. That's getting rid of 10 still.
Okay.
Okay. So who's paying for that $20 million or that 8?
So you have a third team coming in to take care of both money issues,
and they get
not getting players.
They get prospects from the Yanks and the Padres. So this third team is just not going to get any of the MLB players, but they'll get a top 20 in the system, top 10 in the system, and a top 50 in the system from both teams.
So this trade has Stroman on the Padres with somebody else.
So
paying.
Someone else is paying.
You're literally
paying
trying to find a team to clean the money.
Just launder money.
Take the money, and
You're trying to find a money
and
laundering
you give them
team.
like the Yanks. The Yanks throw two.
Because basically you'd have let's say this team was the Reds in this example.
Yeah.
You have the Yankees trading Stroman to the Reds.
No, Stroman's going to the Padres.
Let me get there. Because you
okay.
need a money laundering team.
The Reds.
Because I think to do this legally-ish.
They're A's.
To do this legally-ish. If there was a money laundering team, you would have to trade them to that team clean, like full money
own move.
with prospects. Like it would be Stroman and that prospect to the A's. Then the A's would have to do the trade where they eat $5 million of Stroman.
Yeah.
So it's literally a money laundering situation, which I don't know if MLB's seen that, and I don't know the legalities behind it.
Maybe.
There's been
Maybe.
instant flips.
Okay, so the A's get 4 prospects, 2 from the Yankees, 2 from the Padres. 2 are MLB ready, but not crazy high. And the other 2 are like down in A ball, but high up.
Okay.
And they're going to pay $20 million for that because they're the A's.
$20 million.
Well, I don't know how much. The
You
money
need to
is where
add
I keep
some
getting
of that.
confused. Maybe they paid 15. They're going to eat a lot of money, this team.
Wow.
See, I don't think it's likely.
Seems buying.
I don't think so
prospects.
either, but
But
it's
that's-
creative.
Creative. But I don't. The Yanks
Yeah.
would probably need to trade Stroman before trading for Arraez. They need to get off some of that money if we're taking on that money.
I think that is. Well, the trade's great.
Thanks.
The trade's great. I think that is the other important part of this conversation that I think if you're listening to Talkin' Yanks at this point, I think you guys care about is that the money threshold, we're coming up to a point of the offseason where the Yankees are either going to go over that, and, you know, when we've done our mock offseason episodes and things like that, we've kind of put a $301 million limit. Is that the number?
The Cohen tax line is 301. We assumed we're making a mistake somewhere and did 300 in our exercises.
Smart. That's how you get through life, people. If you're worried about how to use a credit card, don't spend as much money as you have. More life lessons coming up. Are the Yankees going to actually go over that? Because, I don't know, the Dodgers are, the Mets probably are. They've gone quiet for a little bit. Are the Yankees actually comfortable going over that tax now that they've seen World Series revenue and other things? If they're not, that's where you see 3-way money laundering trades kick in because the creativity has to kick in, or it really doesn't have to if it's just 2 one-way trades, where if it's Stroman to a team, that's $18 million, and then Arraez is making $14 million, that you're really around that number, that some of the other creative things we've talked about, whether that's Trent Grisham off the team, whether that's another money-moving trade. The Yankees can still be under that number, but I don't know. And this is where you see me and Jim get visibly uncomfortable because I think we just regret the moment that it's opening day and we're like, yes, the Yankees are still a business and that's how they've operated for a while. That I do think there's a chance they just go over the tax because a lot of the situations we're currently coming up with, it's your situation of it brings them right against the number.
Yeah.
And that's just as risky because you're probably going to go over anyways, whether that's trade deadline or calling up a ton of guys. So I don't know. That's where I get lost in it.
A's will do it.
But Stroman feels like he's going to be on another team.
The A's sent Sean Murphy and Joe Piamps away for 6 prospects. 3-team trade. All right, let's look at other infielder options.
Okay.
That's where the Arraez doesn't make sense for me on 2 fronts.
Right.
Money, defense. And then,
Right.
But it makes so much sense from one front, offense and lineup.
The lineup, leadoff is set, and then your third hitter becomes whoever wants it. If Belly's balling out, awesome. If Jazz is hot, awesome. It puts the lineup in a really good spot. And I think the other part of this exercise that we're going to stumble into, are the other answers that much better than Arraez?
No. There's no real good answers. Maybe. The free agents, you have Alex Bregman right now, 31 years old. Fangraphs projecting him for 6 years, 162. Jack Curry came out and said that the Yankees don't see him as a fit because of stadium dimensions. I don't know if that's totally the reason, but if Jack Curry's come out and saying something, I think he knows it's not a fit, whether that's the main reason or not. I don't think the Yankees want another player on the books for that long. till they're 36 years old. I think that's not of their interest. Now, if Bregman falls to a Chapman-esque deal because Boris stinks these days or something, I'm not saying he does. I'm saying if that
Got
was
that
the case.
Soto contract, bro.
That was the sweets.
Mm.
Then maybe, but right now in my brain, and this is how my brain works, I have Bregman on the Red Sox.
Sure.
And why don't
The Red Sox have... So this is where...
wait? So I was just seeing smoke screens yesterday, left and right.
Well, this is where baseball and baseball stadiums just being different is kind of wild. Red Sox are sitting pretty right now because depending where Bregman's contract falls, or they could be on the Arenado cash dump. They're both two of the biggest pull hitters in baseball that they're going to hit fly ball doubles and homers that they're probably going to do pretty well there.
Either last night I was seeing the board so clearly,
Love that
or
for
I was just confirmation bias up the butt because there was that tweet we sent you. One of you guys sent in the Talkin Yanks chat about the Yanks and Arraez or something. What was that one? Do you remember?
There was Heyman putting out
Heyman.
that the Yankees don't currently view it as a fit.
That the Yankees don't view Arraez as a fit, and my response was, "That's just
Right.
That's just fodder." So the Red Sox still think the Yanks are in on Bregman, and they need to up their price. And then right after that, tweet came out that the Red Sox and Arenado were like deep in talks. Right. And I'm like, okay, well, there's their shot to Boris saying, we're not upping our price. We're going to go get Arenado. And in my head, I'm thinking Yanks and Bregman are very close. That's the last dance of two people trying to budge up and down by sending reports both ways. And that could be the most confirmation bias bullshit. Leans that way. I'd bet on I'm wrong more than I'm right. But that's how I interpreted all that. Because it was like an hour apart. Yeah. Like, oh, come on. This is lining up. And Bregman on the Red Sox, close your eyes. That's a fit. And it would make me officially pretty scared of the Red Sox.
Both unis would work. Yeah, I think we got some pre-next year fodder because I think Bobby Nightingale was on Vladdy. The Red Sox are planning on Vladdy next year, and I think that's just to get the Yankees hopped up, to get them involved in the bidding.
Who isn't? There's no free agents next year.
Yankees will have a first base spot open. Anyways, the dance of the offseason. Yeah, I just don't know. We can't confidently believe in the Yanks being able to go over that tax at a big number because we haven't really seen that. And I don't know. That's where I have the voice of Joe's McFly in my head, which stinks. That stinks because you just know it's not real. But
lost a toe
if
yesterday.
Joe's McFly and he lost his toe.
Cold frostbite.
Yeah, he lives by a body of water, and he just dipped it in.
Fell asleep.
And, the old Yankees, we'd be saying Arraez and Bregman.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how much the Yankees, it's a money and a years thing versus they just truly think the skills might diminish or I don't know.
DJ was brought in to be a util guy?
I mean, that was another thing I read on someone on the Yankee subreddit said it that was when Cashman was in his versatility phase.
Right.
Which is why I like this offseason because it is a little bit the close of versatility phase. Let's get a guy that's a Gold Glover out of position, not get everyone that can play. It was Drury, DJ, IKF.
Right. We're the Dodgers. Everyone plays everywhere.
So Bregman's, I don't think going to happen unless he falls to a really deal, and I still don't think it's going to happen. And then you got Seong Kim, which that's why I'm okay, is anyone better than Arraez? Seong Kim is. No? I don't know the offensive fit, but he's a good player.
He is a very good baseball player. He'd play good defense. He'd be around a league average bat. Again, I don't know if the stadium would help him at all. Not a power guy. It just goes back to the Okay, so if Ha-Seong Kim is on the Yankees, he's playing second or third?
Coming off the shoulder injury, I would
This
guess
year or next
second.
year?
This year. So we're saying second. So then you still have Jazz at third, which is okay. I don't know. It's just this weird thing of offensively, I don't know how high Ha-Seong Kim can be in the lineup.
Yeah,
at
I
any
didn't.
point.
Last year wasn't great. I just had 2023.
Well, even his great year, like those numbers are good. Those numbers are good for a very good defensive player.
Yeah,
They're not good for an offensive player.
That's what Volpe should be.
So, and yeah, Ha-Seong Kim just opens up. Should he be at third? Should he be at second? Should he be at short?
Dude,
Like,
I'm
is it
so
very
terrified of Arraez defense and then Jazz going to third and like Jazz not being, I believe Jazz can be a great third baseman. I do. I really do. He's got the arm. He's got the reflexes. He's athletic as shit. It hasn't happened where he's played a full season. You're like, no, this dude is last year it was a very athletic guy playing third.
Yes.
Not someone doing the footsteps and the motions of a third baseman. So like it
It's
can
literally
happen.
his first time.
But just banking on
First
it.
time.
Like I loved the idea of Jazz moving to second and getting someone for third, but they don't really exist besides Bregman. I don't think they're going to do.
Yeah.
All right. Other free agents are Hyun Mankata, who you've always liked as like a flyer.
Get a year of Yankee magic.
Jorge Polanco, also not a great defenseman.
Get a year of Yankee magic.
Very much buy low, guys.
Jose Iglesias.
Can't. That feels dirtier than Pete to me.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Yeah. All right. So then we have Beebs put together 1 year rentals coming up after this. Football fans, it's playoff time. Wild card weekend. We've got some exciting games to look forward to, and you can get in on all the playoff action right now with our partners at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, they're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5 when you use code YANKS. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has you covered. Bet live on in-progress games as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code YANKS. Bet just $5 on any wager. Get 200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code YANKS only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is Jake's.
I've got a question.
On air or off air?
On air.
Okay.
Depending how this all sorts out, let's say it ends up being they bring in a veteran flyer, whether that's anything we've mentioned to anything we haven't mentioned that we're just like, okay. They're going to let Oswaldo fake compete, whatever. Should we be questioning the Goldie thing like a little more?
What do you mean? What do you mean questioning just like the signing?
Like depending where, say, whatever Pete's price tag lands on. Like if the Yankees aren't bringing a lock for second or third, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I still like Goldie overall, and it's a 1 year deal. I think they're banking on like Vlad or the guy from Japan next year because they need a first baseman for a future. It's a one. So of all the options, like they could have went Walker. You talked me out of him.
Sorry. What if Pete's contract isn't that far off from Walker? I guess is what I'm saying. Because that's like the rumors are the Mets offered him 3 for $90. So I don't know. I guess I'm in a Yankee spin cycle, just like everyone else. I don't know what I want.
Goldie's numbers every year besides last year are so good.
It's true.
But is that the
Josh
cliff?
Donaldson.
Yeah, but Josh Donaldson numbers were good, but for the type of player, like that was their versatility on defense and 3 true outcome batter. That was what they sought out, and it was. Oh, I hated it. That's why I like so far the moves because they've pivoted away from that,
Right.
in a way. So I just want Goldie to be his numbers of before. And I like the glove. I do like the glove a lot.
Okay.
Dude, the Yankees were 30 out of 30 in first base production last year.
Right.
And I think by a lot.
By a lot. That's why, that's where the other side of me, like hey, this offseason is not bad.
Right.
And stop complaining so much. They were 30th out of 30 teams at first base.
Yeah. What if Dominguez is good?
Like, anyone is going to be better
Right.
than last year. And I want good defense, so they have good defense. It's a one-year thing, though. I get what you're saying, though. It's all like, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. But
That's like any of these other names on a piece of paper.
Willie Castro. No. Luis Rengifo. He's got 1 year left.
1 year left. Wrist injury knocked him out at the end of last year.
Would you like him at third, Jake? He's not.
It becomes a little weird for me again. I don't know. I don't know if Renjifo's better at second or third.
Switch hitter.
He mauls lefties. He's in his prime. I don't know how bad the wrist injury was. It seems like he's really taken off the past couple of years and found it. That, yeah, I mean, if I saw the Luis Rengifo trade, I would be like, I'm in. Dude, it's just so bizarre because are any of the questions answered? Are the defensive questions answered or the offensive questions?
With Rengifo? I think you have to look at them. Defensive questions are better, yeah. Dude,
I guess that's fair. Like, the defense
Goldie, Belly, Judge all being in the right positions is already improved a ton.
It's true. Yeah, no, it's...
And
I guess
Glaber not being
defensively,
around. Glaber was 30th out of 30 at second. First
be,
base was 30 out of 30 production-wise, and defense wasn't great.
If
so
our question is, can Dominguez catch fly balls, which, again, he should.
Yeah, I think he can.
And then
then
it's just interesting. It's like, then we're just questioning the Yankees if they're going to make the right decision on if Jazz or Rengifo should be playing second or third, which that is kind of an okay spring training conversation.
Yeah.
But
the Angels don't need Stroman.
Offensively, like, I don't know what that is.
Well, that is depth and balance over top heavy.
It's true.
Because he would add to that above average bat.
We need more good
at
players.
A position. Need more good players. They had 4 positions last year where they were 22nd or worse out of 30 teams. 4. They were so top heavy that were they even top heavy or were they just no bottom?
What'd you call me?
Like, it wasn't like they were all muscles up top and skinny legs. They had their legs cut off.
Mm-hmm.
They were the Family Guy neighbor. What's the guy?
Name Joe.
Was the Yankees.
Didn't know I had that.
They were
Cleveland.
Offensively at first base, 30th out of 30.
Oh, Peter.
Left field, 27th out of 30, I think. Shortstop, 22nd out of 30. I think third base, they were 19th out of 30.
I've got the question for you.
That's so many
you just talked
duds.
yourself into some good stuff. Defensively, depth. Would you rather have Rengifo or Arraez? Basically, like same trade offerings. See?
After this conversation at this moment in time,
and say your right to refuse.
And I reserve the right to change my mind at any moment, and I will, because I've been ping-ponging all day. So don't clip this and put it out and then have people think this is my decision forever.
Say it, baby. Say it, baby.
I'd rather have Rengifo than Arraez because I don't know. Can he play third?
Can he play baseball?
He can play third,
right,
and Jazz can go to second, and now I have
I'll give you that caveat.
If he has a center fielder, a right fielder, a first baseman, a second baseman, a shortstop, and a catcher that are adequate and can play their positions.
If Luis Rengifo can play third base.
And then you'd have third too, and all the only question mark remaining is Dominguez in left. Then yes, I would rather Rengifo if he can play third. I don't know if he can or not. And
the numbers are okay.
The offense,
I think they don't love him anywhere. Third base is like fine. He has the most experience at second.
And the offense isn't You're not adding a one. I don't know if he's the leadoff hitter, but you're just adding more above average depth. The lineup gets a little longer over the course of the season. I like that. Now, again, I can change my mind in literally
Any moment.
I can read 3 comments and be like,
happen
never
right now.
mind.
We get one update on how bad that wrist injury really was.
Let me go plug. I got that Arraez montage of his bad plays last year. Let me go get Rengifo.
Okay. Seems like he's got good pull power.
Is he even going to get traded?
This is a really good. God, sometimes
Angels could do anything anytime.
It's a pretty good conundrum because it's like Luis Arraez checks a very important box.
Both named Luis.
What's that?
Both named Luis.
Whoa. Okay. The team needs.
Luis? Sevy's gone. Sessa's gone.
Well, I was going to say that, but Joe said this first, and it sounds a lot cooler coming from him.
Lewis Linwood Voigt's gone.
Team needs a little flavor.
Yeah. So, seasoning, he said.
We are white bread.
Yeah.
And they're pumping sugar in that, and I've been listening to some things online. I think it's interesting for me because Luis Arraez checks like such an important box.
Both Venezuelan.
Yeah.
Did Rengifo play on Team Venezuela?
And don't we need it?
Yeah.
Aren't we running?
What position did he play? And what position did Arraez play?
I feel like he played first.
One of them played for because Glaber was on Venezuela.
Glaber was the DH.
Glaber was DH.
He was DH.
Was
That's
Arraez
right.
Was Arraez
playing
playing
defense over Glaber? That's crazy. I don't know, man. Could I see 1 year of Luis Rengifo not going well? Yes.
Yes.
Could I see 1 year of Luis Arraez being the leadoff hitter? Yeah. How weird is this? Yeah. Trade for Ian Happ.
I'm trying to find Rengifo at third base. Bad plays. Okay. They're labeling these bad plays. Okay. Well, these are going to be bad. That one was pretty bad. There's not as many as Arraez. So that's good. Oh, boy.
Looks like in the quarterfinal game of the World Baseball Classic against Team USA,
Big game.
Glaber DH'd and batted 8th. Altuve was the second baseman for Venezuela, which makes sense. Arraez started at first, later in the game moved to second, and I think Rengifo was on the bench.
Was Eugenio at third?
Eugenio was at third, and he moved to first at the end.
He's on this list. Don't think the Snakes trade him.
Okay. Now I'm looking at the bad plays were bad, but they're bad plays. Now I'm looking at like good plays. So that's a ball in the hole. You might like that one, Jake.
Okay.
Diving line out. It was that short, really. There's not that many of these plus plays, but I don't know how much the average fielder has. Right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're good. You'd like them. A lot to his left, only 1 to his right. Let me plug in. He had 5 of these top plays. Name a third baseman that's not amazing, but good, above average. Like Bregman, is he like?
He won the Gold Glove. That's where I don't know where the line is.
So
like
who's someone?
Ryan McMahon?
Okay,
My guy.
Ryan McMahon.
Go trade for him. Been there. First time. Live memes.
How the fuck do you spell McMahon? Is he a Mac guy? No, I found
MC Mahan.
MCM.
He has above average plays at.
He is good.
Yeah, 17. Rengifo might not be good, but he didn't get a lot of action.
He didn't play a lot.
Sure.
Okay. My understanding of the Rengifo scouting report is he's not particularly good at defense.
Damn, what's Venezuela doing?
Like he's fine.
Can you guys comment below?
Is Venezuela disregarding defense? I thought they were supposed to be glove men.
Who's a good defensive Venezuelan player? Altuve won Gold Gloves, right?
Santander Venezuelan? He's not doing defense.
Okay. Venezuela, WBC.
And
I mean, Omar Vizquel's who I think of. But he's...
Who are you thinking of?
Omar Vizquel.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
Andres
but
Gimenez
good
defense.
defensively.
We've got catchers. Chirinos. Salvi.
I mean, Miggy,
I don't think we're.
I don't think we're a
leaning into defense.
No, Miggy Cabs, Jose Altuve,
Like Acuna, for the athlete he is, like defense isn't his calling card. Santander, no.
Rougned Odor.
Easy with that.
David Peralta.
Wow.
Not
He
a
was
defense.
Gold Glove.
Andres
In his
Jimenez.
Prime.
Ozzie Guillen.
Andres Jimenez is their
Is that
defender.
firing me?
They have so
So
many.
they have one
Remember, they have
defender.
all the second basemen. When
Yeah.
I googled this that one time,
They're like everyone figured.
And
out
this
someone
roster
else.
is all second baseman.
that's crazy. All right. Well,
Okay, little history lesson there.
Eugenio Torres. He
Do
got
people
50.
visit Venezuela?
Please let us know. I mean, I'm sure.
My understanding is it's one of those places that they say, like, hey, if you're American, probably don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like Colombia, people have been visiting there again.
Yeah.
Brazil,
I don't know. Things change quick.
people visit. Peru, the food's great, I've heard. Chile, mountains, weird.
Okay, here's an article from February 20th, 2024. How international tourism is trickling back to Venezuela.
Okay.
After a prolonged drought of international tourism in Venezuela, there are signs that the industry is slowly recovering. When almost 300 Polish tourists arrived, they were greeted with smiles and welcome drinks, presented with hats and snapped by cameras.
Mayflower? What is this? They
Why
come
are
on a
there 300
boat?
Polish people arriving at once?
Sounds like the start of a joke.
A charter flight agreement between Venezuela and Poland began. So they're just getting the Poles in there.
Hey, hey guys, we're gonna let Poland visit.
Yeah.
So everyone be cool.
Okay,
This is our
Poland,
test run.
Poland, Russia, Colombia, and Venezuela are in like a charter pact.
Okay. I feel like we're out of that pact. I haven't been, I'm not locked in as I'd like to be to the pacts going on, but it feels like we're out of that pact.
Yeah, I'm not positive either. Okay. Anyone else on this list? Multiple year guys. Nico Horner. I don't think the Cubs are going to do that. Brendan Donovan.
Are you worried about Pop at all? I feel like that was a conversation we had a lot. That like Nico Horner.
That is where the season is relying on the three I say so much. Jazz, Wells, and Martian.
Right.
Like, two of them need to have very good years. Not slightly above average.
Right.
Like, they need to, like, take off.
Their best
And
year.
good years while being like reliable power.
Which is just crazy.
Right.
But those lefties have to have pop. Otherwise, the lineup doesn't work at all. You know what I mean?
To be fair, you do need that in baseball. Like, that's part of it. Like,
For sure. You need guys to have great years. And Wellesley had a great summer. Can he do it in the cold? Dude, speaking of, Oswald Peraza's numbers
Yeah.
in the cold are hilarious.
Yeah. Don't like
Which
it.
we were told that he doesn't like playing in the cold. I looked at his splits the last couple of years in April and May, and they're of a dude who hates the cold.
Is he Venezuelan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Defense guy.
Imagine if Peraza's like big spring training story is he spent like the year in Poland adjusting to the cold in that Venezuelan Poland exchange.
Like he was in the exchange to Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a
Great
winter
summer,
league. Winter league.
Oh, guys would fucking hate that.
Polish
They literally
winter
do the
league.
opposite.
Yeah.
They go to the island. Just nobody signs up. Okay.
We're good.
Okay, I'm at the Polish Winter League. I don't know how I got here.
Where the fuck do I find the hell? I don't know. My internet's not working anyway. But his minor league splits if you do it by month. Where's that page? How come I can't find it? Whatever. Like a detrimental April and May.
He has
And then-
Aprils and Mays that
Yes,
literally
like a
tank his
season
season
ruining.
numbers.
Season ruiner.
Yes.
And then the September also dips. Like he just likes the summer. They should take that info and trade him to Arizona.
Yeah.
Because they got to trade Peraza out of options.
And he's not going to have a good April, May.
Are they
Yeah.
gonna do nothing?
Seems like
that the
no. I
secret?
think they might do something now. I don't know.
Right?
Lay back down and enjoy that breeze.
Stroman
2022, April, 197 batting average, 290 on base, 320. So April in 2022, 618 OPS. May, 622. June starts to get a little hot, 893 OPS. July, hot as the Dickens, 933 OPS. And then August, 759. And then he did have a good September that year. 2023, Oswald Peraza, April, 612. Oh, and May was really good, 1.2.
If you gave Brian Cashman truth serum,
Okay. Last year, May, June, 600.
what are your
600.
deepest fears? If we gave him truth serum and we were like, hey, don't use interview talk, and we just gave you truth serum, dude, so
Yeah.
get ready. If he was like, honestly, the AL's weak, none of these options, as you guys just talked about for an hour, fit perfectly. So we're going to run out an Oswald DJ poop sandwich until the trade deadline and figure it out. Would you be like, that's fine?
We'll get Rengifo when the Angels are out of contention
Right.
for nothing. For a prospect that has a good April, May for us.
When he's down to being just the half-year rental.
Like, is that the...
Who'd they trade Kim for? Who'd they trade Holmes for?
Park, right?
Park.
Play Park.
Boy Park.
He just
How's
had
he
he
doing?
just had like a good AAA.
Right.
He broke out that year, and they're like, well,
Yankee fans
Sell
are
high.
broken.
This is random. Let's trade him.
See how he did last year.
So
AAA Gwinnett and AAA Vegas.
Stripers?
The past couple 2 years, very okay numbers. Like, not get called up numbers, but like
Nice.
good on base
AAA
percentage.
guy.
Nice OPS.
Yeah, I think
That's probably it, right?
dude, they also like
Trade Stroman, you're
they
under the
have-
number.
Okay, this is like sacrilegious around these parts, but they have to run DJ out until he doesn't.
You say the same way.
they have to give a chance.
I think the
to
scary thing is they might do
prove
that with
it.
Peraza too.
Peraza and DJ are going to get a lot of play in spring because Peraza, they're going to try and trade the same way they did Rortvet, guy with no options, end of the thing. They trade Peraza for a catcher with no options, and that's their backup catcher for the year. Boom. That's on their
Checks
whiteboard.
out, yeah.
Yeah. Some teams ditching a catcher because he's got no options. We're going to trade him for Peraza. Boom, bang, bing, bing, boom. Because in our heads, the Yankee fans are like, DJ, he's toast. He's done. He's out.
Right.
He's not even
He's
going to get.
bro's cooked.
But like, we're going to get to spring training, and DJ's going to be starting at third majority of the games.
When do we get
And like,
when do we get the first DJ Fluff article?
if spring is bad, oh, dude, as soon as Boone talks, he's going to say
The day
yeah,
players
Foot's
arrive.
better.
Yeah, he's looking like his old
Which
self.
foot?
It's Brian Hoke impression. Do you believe in hot? That's dated. It's 2018.
Michael K. March down.
That was Boone's first year, 2018. Do you believe in hot?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right.
It's a big deal.
That's the app. Go Yanks. Tell them Grams.
Go Yankees.